Hi, welcome to Self Discovery Support. I do these tarot storytelling videos to encourage perspective and mutual understanding in our lives and relationships. Take from them what feels most applicable and resonant for you. If you like these videos and want to see more, click the subscribe button and support with a thumbs up. Additional information, timestamps, and recommendations will be in the description box after this live stream ends. Okay, so today we have a choice. Please choose one of these cards, A, B, or C, and we're using the zodiac tarot today, the pocket edition, and we're gonna look a little bit deeper. We're gonna look at the reasons. um you all know that well, I don't know if you know that song. It made me like, it just came to my mind, Earth, Wind and Fire, The Reasons, or Reasons is the name of the song. And I just thought, yeah, let's do a reading that's like a little bit deeper in the layers, like what's happening, what are the reasons here, right? And that's how we can get to like a solution. All right, okay, so please take a couple seconds and choose your pile, A, B, or C, and then we're gonna get started. All right, so if you chose group A, then now we are going to do your reading. All right. All right, so group A, you have the mice card. And I'm not gonna add the meaning right now, but let's just start the reading and we'll see how this connects. All right, so let's put this over here for group A. I hope you can see that. Yeah. All right. So let's find out for group A, like what exactly is group A experiencing right now? Okay. 3 cards. Yes. All right. So, group A, it feels like there has been, as this in this situation of yours, this connection or relationship, it does feel like the way things are or were, you are not happy with like the movement that's happening. You're not happy with the progress somehow, and you could have felt like there was some kind of rejection that happened here, some kind of just like power play between the two of you. And so it feels like the start of this is not that has been difficult. Let's just say it's been like a struggle between you and your person here, but it does feel like that is motivating you actually to do something, to push ahead in some way. And it feels like that is what actually sets the ball rolling. So it's something maybe either stagnant, you and them not quite happening the way you want it to happen, and desiring like a new opportunity, feeling like, okay, what is happening between us? There's this kind of rough, difficult situation where it feels like one person is like a competitive energy, and that can be difficult in connections, right? When you feel like we're in competition, with each other, but it's just like two people, it's like you really want to be together, but there is that kind of like everybody's fears get triggered. Maybe it's like get two personalities also getting used to each other, but something has pushed this ahead somehow. There's a spark that's been lit. No, that's the hermit. And so maybe both of you are in isolation right now. Or for you, group A, it could feel like right now you're doing a lot of thinking about this situation, right? Yeah, it's like trying having the for me it's like having the courage to actually really evaluate what happened here. So I'm gonna like look now at group A, your person, like are the things happening with your person here. Three cards, please. Okay. Okay, that clearly came out in the reverse. All right. So, your person here, group A, is somebody that could feel right now that what they're focusing on is their independence, like they're focusing on the things that would make them feel more stable in life. And so you could have been dealing with somebody. When you get that Nine of Pentacles, to me, it always signifies somebody that right now in life, it's really important to them to achieve like their either monetary stability or to assert themselves in some way. And because of that, this person is not really open to exploring anything. I don't think it's with you. I think it's just with anybody. It feels like this person is saying, like, right now is not really the time. And it does feel like, all right, temperance can be like being able to facilitate something. I don't think this person is feeling quite calm, quite settled in themselves. And it's like that's why they are having to prioritize things. Now, your person could also be feeling like there is a blockage somehow in this connection. You felt that there's like somebody choosing themselves, even like trying to push ahead out of the situation. And your person's, it's like they're not, I don't think they're happy about this either. It's somebody that is going through probably a rocky time in their life. Yeah, all right. So let us look at, but anyway, the Knight of Cups is here. Before we move on, Knight of Cups and the clarity that, yes, there are feelings. Yes, there are things that probably need to be expressed here. So I think that your person has that in like that intention, but okay, it feels like right now there is just like a lot that this person is trying to overcome here. Now, there could be a difficulty here in like how do we actually like participate in this connection? How do we give to this situation here? But it does feel like there are plans, and I think there's something that your person is not wanting to we saw that devil card. It's not wanting to really go down that road where things can really throw them off balance. I think your person's like on some kind of like pursuit for themselves. Um, let's look at why there's this blockage. Why do they choose to say like no at this point or to stay in this stuck place? All right, we have the King of Cups. I don't know if you guys are seeing that. All right, yes, that's a little bit better. All right, and oh, okay, we got two kings. That's interesting. With the Hangman. All right, so this is gonna be like that little bit of deep dive for you and your person here. It's that energy of somebody who's saying that they have the love, they have the feelings, they have all of that. And but this is somebody that's also saying that I have to actually be strategic in how I participate in love connections. It's not like I can just be all heart and let my heart run away with me. As we saw, like this is somebody that really wants to like establish themselves, and that may be in trying to feel more. Maybe this person has not felt very solid in their life, and it feels like I need to establish myself. And even if I do feel feelings here, I have to really like put the cover on that. I have to make sure I put that through a process of like thought, strategy, planning, because I have these things I want to accomplish. And it's like the world here is they're wanting to have um, this strategy of head over heart help them to achieve something here. And so with this hangman energy, it could be it's like a willingly knowing that right now something's on pause. Okay, so now I want to go back to your card that you chose, the mice card. This is a card of something deteriorating. Now you could feel that, right? Because that is here with the Five of Swords. You could feel that nothing's happening in this connection. Maybe it's that is motivating you to kind of go forward and explore your options elsewhere. But it does feel that it's more an energy of it's stuck. It's not an energy of it's paused. I don't see anything that's saying that there's an ending. It's more that this person has chosen to prioritize their own almost like financial, their material, their career development, something like that, even business development, their money, because they need to feel stable in this world, and they feel quite unsettled. And so right now they are acknowledging is not a time for them to have like relationships. And so even if they feel something strong here, they're going to keep that under wraps or decide very thoroughly how to pursue that until they get to a point where they feel like I've had success, and then I can, unlock myself from this person. Yeah, that's exactly what it's saying here. Is like once I get to that point, things are gonna stay in a certain place, and I'm willingly doing that until I can change the outcome for myself. So it's almost like somebody who's on a track and they just don't want anything to get um, in that way, and they're very wary. So if you do feel group A that this thing has not been progressing, you are disappointed in what's happening and you want it to go forward, these are the reasons, right? That's the reasons why. Let's get an advice card for you. All right, Four of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. All right. Four of Pentacles is telling me that for you, Group A, it's a sense of like stability within yourself. It's almost like hold back. You can hold on to this, but hold back a little bit. And maybe you can make a small gesture towards this person if you want to have like a new beginning, because it does feel like your person feels a little bit like threatened, almost like a relationship. It's not you, it's like more like a relationship will affect my situation. And so it's more like in order to create stability here, which might be what you would want to do if this thing feels like it's slipping away or it's not progressing and you really want to pursue this, it feels like a small gesture would help. Small tokens of energy. So what that translates to is like a message. Hey, how are you doing? I'm thinking about you right now. I just thought I'd reach out to see how you're doing, like something like that, right? Or, hey, I saw this thing in this newspaper article and it made me think of like the thing that you're doing. It's like that could make this situation feel a lot more grounded. Okay, I'm hoping I'm explaining that. That's going to help balance things here with the Justice card. All right, so we're looking at the reasons. That is it for you, Group A. Actually, Group A, I need to get you your zodiac signs. I don't know where I'm going without the zodiac signs. Okay, let us see the signs for Group A. This could be you or your person. Um, this is Pisces. This is Taurus. This is Gemini. This is Cancer, and one more. Libra. Okay. All right. So that could be you or your person, Group A. Now we are going to progress quick to Group B. Group A, if this felt like it resonated, please do give a thumbs up, and of course subscribe for more. All right, so let's prepare for Group B. All right, Group B. If you chose Group B, which is like this wishing well card, I'm going to tell you the meaning as we get into the reading, but let's get started. Let's shuffle for Group B. All right, so remember we're looking at the reasons here. So we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable to hear things, but this is what the reading is about. I felt moved to do this today, okay? So tell us first, what's Group B experiencing right now with this situation? All right, 3 cards perfectly. That's great. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and 5 of Cups. Okay. With the 3 of Wands. All right. So Group B, it feels like I think that you see a real opportunity here with this person, and it kind of feels like I see someone that is interesting to me. I see a real opportunity with them. And with this Ace of Wands, it feels like there's a lot of attraction. But there's this 5 of Cups. There's something that happened either in my past as Group B, in your past, or something happened between you and this person that you feel like that could have happened differently. Now, okay, I need to go take a short break to let my cat in. All right, so thanks for sticking with me, those of you who've waited. All right, so we're gonna pick up Group B, right? So we're saying that there is attraction here, but there is something that has happened, right? And it feels like what you're experiencing could be that kind of like regret energy. And maybe that wishing well here is, all right, I wish things weren't like this. I wish things were a little bit different. Yeah, okay. So let's see a little bit more about what your person here is experiencing, Group B. What's happening for your person here? Temperance, 4 of Pentacles, and 7 of Swords. All right. All right. So it feels like your person here is somebody that's saying that they are taking their time. They're trying to balance things out for themselves and try to almost like find their footing, find their grounding. And it's almost like doing something um, privately, but also feeling like they didn't feel like they fully understood everything in this situation here. Um, with this chariot, it could be somebody that has decided to take some actions or move ahead in a certain way, but it's like this person is like what's really important to them is that they feel safe, they feel secure, and that they feel balanced. This person might be saying, okay, maybe I need to wait a little while on this because right now I don't feel like I trust something here. No, I just want to find out about that because you have the Five of Cups and the Seven here. What is the regret for Group B here? Group B, you could be saying that what you're experiencing is okay, you were a little bit confused about how to move forward, how to progress in this situation. What should I do in this situation? Even who should I choose? Group B, you could be somebody that has a lot of different options in life. Um, and it feels like, who do I settle down with type of thing. So, that could be you, Group B. You could be somebody that just has a lot of opportunity. Different people have that. But it feels like with this person of yours, you found like a real attraction and a real opportunity with them. And the regret here is that I maybe paused, maybe I considered too many things, maybe I was a little bit confused about the action I should take, and also maybe I was like considering this connection among other situations, right? Now, let's look at your person here. What is this Seven of Swords here? Okay, so your person feels like this situation ended and it feels like they felt a little bit betrayed or hurt, and your person could be the one that walked away. Now, remember, this is the point at which it gets a little bit uncomfortable because we are talking about different people's truths. So it's just important for you to bear that in mind. This is not accusation. This is just something that is maybe your person's side of it. All right. So your person felt like, okay, there was something that they didn't feel comfortable with, and for some reason they felt like betrayed here. They felt hurt and they felt like I can't trust this situation anymore. Before they were feeling quite fine. They were feeling like, even like, yeah, this is safe, this is secure, this is something I can hold on to. Maybe they were holding back a little bit. Maybe they were holding back a little bit. And if I connect that to here, maybe you were considering various things in relation to this connection, including like um, this Temperance, Four of Pentacles energy, which is somebody who you could describe as like being very chill or very um, not fussed about. They come across as like nothing's affecting me, but they were feeling a kind of serenity with this connection. And then this happened. So I want to just look at these two right here. Was this person like feeling good about this connection? Yeah. Yes, this person was feeling like, yeah, this is my Ten of Cups, but they were not sharing the vision maybe that they saw. So they saw this as like, this person is somebody actually that I could be with. And listen, your person is a Queen of Swords, which is somebody that's very discerning, very sharp, very intelligent, very observant. And they were actually looking at this and saying, yeah, this is something that I think would make me happy. This is somebody that I could see myself in a relationship with. And yeah, it's, you know what? Different people show up differently. So this person felt like, you bring me, it's like that saying, like, you bring me peace. that person was like, yeah, you bring me a sense of safety and security. But they felt like they had to end this because something shifted. And I think it has to do with this, um, maybe being like a lack of clarity about whether what they were here to you. All right, so I want to go deeper here on this level with, okay, why did this and why did they feel hurt? Okay, why did this and why did they feel hurt? Okay, it feels like, and it falls right under this line, which is like, as I was saying, there's some kind of clarity that was needed, some kind of clear kind of intention, or intentionality is the word. And they could have felt like because of that lack of clarity, there's a need for this to like be closed out. Or it's almost like I hear somebody saying like, are you saying this is over, like with this action that you're taking? Because there's a Knight of Wands. With this action that you're taking, is this over then? Right? Is this are you saying that this is over? And the Tower falls, which is somebody who's totally blindsided, it feels like, by an action that took place. So this might be news to you, Group B, because I get the feeling like your person comes up as Queen of Swords, that they are maybe not as forthright, maybe they are more reserved. And with this Four of Pentacles, it does feel like it's somebody that can like hold themselves back a little bit. Maybe you couldn't read them. I just want to get something on that. Could you, like, what was your issue here? Like, why you, um, what was the issue for you? Ace of Cups, Page of Cups. It felt like for you that you didn't see an opportunity in terms of, you didn't feel like your person was receptive to you. It felt like you were feeling the feelings, but you were, it's almost like you were looking for a sign with them, or you were looking for them to give you a kind of like a gesture, or to show you that there was like an opening with them. And that could be thing, but I think it's a little bit of miscommunication between you and your person, because really this person saw you and them together. Now something happened here where they felt like, okay, it's pretty clear that my person, which would be you, Group B, is saying to me that this is over. So it almost feels to me like this reading right here for Group B feels like, I wonder if there's like a miscommunication or a misunderstanding. It almost makes me think of, I don't know if you guys watch C dramas, but you know how like people can misunderstand each other, and then like they go off on a whole new path, and you're like, you could have just said, you know, I like you at this point. But it feels like that is what is happening here, and that was a big shock to your person. So if you are finding that your person has either pulled away, has reacted in some way, has gotten upset, or whatever it is, it's because they're experiencing some kind of like realization or feeling surprised at an action that was taken. And then it's the meaning that they're putting to it. So with you, Group B, this wishing well feels like you want an opportunity with this person again. So I think that you're the group that it's like it's not over for you. I don't actually think it could be over for your person either. With your group, I feel like I need to actually ask that. Is it over? Okay. You guys need to, you have like things that you need to hash out between you. I think people are defensive. Like I can see that, because like your persons could be feeling like, what happened here? And you're feeling like, I think my person's maybe annoyed with me type of energy. And so everybody's on the defense. But it does feel like there's a kind of like, we could fight for this. We could figure out this difficulty between us. But it's going to need time and patience, and actually the will to do that. So let's get your advice here, Group B. Two of Cups with the Three of Cups. That's really sweet. Like when I see that, that tells me that there's a future, right? There is a future, and it's just that people need to lean into this, but it may not be. You have to figure out the issue here, which is we saw misunderstandings. We saw one person being confused when the other person wanted clarity. And we also saw one person being hurt by a action that was taken. And so those things have to be kind of like hashed out. But there is that Two of Cups, Three of Cups. It's like, let's connect, let's partner. And there is that possibility for us if we can do that. All right, so Group B, your reading was a little bit roundabout, but I think it's great. Now, we're going to pull the zodiac signs for you here now. So, you or your person could be Sagittarius in your chart somewhere, Scorpio in your chart. And when I say in your chart, I mean the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node. Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, and I think one more. Two more, okay. Capricorn or Cancer. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Group B. All right, so if you like this, Group B, please do give a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, all of that, and I will see you in another reading. We're gonna now move into Group C. All right, so let's see what Group C has. If you chose this bridge card, this is going to be your reading here. All right, so let's see what you've been through. What has Group C been experiencing when it comes to this connection? All right, we have Knight of Cups. Okay. Four of Swords. Is this up? Okay. Okay. And the Empress. Okay. Group C. If you chose Group C, this is going to be your reading. All right, so kind of feels, Group C, that you are interested in somebody here. Like you felt like, yeah, this is somebody that I would make a move on. I would express myself to. I could even see myself getting getting more romantic with them. It's just somebody you liked. You met them, you liked them, and you felt like, yeah. With this Four of Swords, though, it feels like there could be a sense of you taking a break from something, from this type of energy, because you need to either put that energy into yourself, or it feels like this could be either you or somebody else. So it's like, somebody I like, but I'm gonna take a break because either there's somebody else in my life, or I want to pour that energy back into me. Please tell me what that is. Okay, it's being equally as unclear. And so maybe that tells me that Group C could have two storylines, which is this Empress person here is not the same as your person that we're going to look at here. It's somebody else, or this is you pouring back into yourself in a big way. All right, so let us see what your person has been going through. Group C, Ace of Cups. Ooh, okay, so feels like Group C that there is somebody that you, Group C, your person here, saw an opportunity, and that's really great. It's like you two were in alignment actually. You liked them, they liked you, they were receptive to what you were gonna say, what you were gonna do. The romance was in the air type of energy, and it feels like they were ready to, like, let's mingle, let's go out, let's date. And it's like at that point that they felt like you took a break from them, or you took a step back from this situation. And you could have all the reasons for that, right? But it's like they felt like a pullback, is what they felt. And that's the point at which it became like a surprise to them about this situation here. Now, with this, it's telling me that they were either, okay, let me just try to say it simply. It's like when you meet somebody, you think you say to all your friends, I met somebody, and I think we hit it off, and yeah, this could be a potential for me. And you're ready to like date, and you're ready to like go out and get to know them more, and that should be like the exciting time. And then this person steps back, and you don't really know why, it seems like, because that comes as a shock to your person. Or whatever it is that was disclosed was shocking. It was like, oh, I didn't know this. It feels like Group C, your person either realized that you had somebody else, if that's your truth, or for whatever reason you had this like push to like focus more on yourself, your own energy, and almost had this big kind of like glow up, is what this looks like. um and that was kind of surprising. Okay, but why is this so shocking? Two of Cups. Okay, because this person thought that you and them were going to become a partner. They thought it was you and them, but something happened here. Yeah, okay. So it's like a truth was, they realized something, right? Now, why was this so shocking is what I want to go deeper with. Why was this so shocking? I think that your person felt like they were guided towards you. They almost felt like a spiritual connection. They felt like you guys balance each other out. They felt like this is my person. Um this is somebody that I even see long term with. So they were very excited. This is your person, and they saw that 10 of Cups, right? This is like, this is all that I've dreamt of and I've manifested. So it's almost like your person was really deep into this. Okay. And you can understand like why it was disappointing. So then I want to find out, like, why did this change? Like, why did this change appear for you? It's like you made a decision to move forward. A decision was made to move forward. Why was that decision made? Because, okay, it felt like Group C, it feels like you're somebody that said, like, this situation, okay, what it feels like, I'm going to be honest. Group C here is, it does feel like there was a little bit of like fear that this connection would overtake the things that you had going on, or either it would push through certain boundaries. It's almost like this relationship was threatening to push through certain barriers that you had set up for yourself. And so you decided to move forward. It feels like you could have moved on to somebody else, but why? Okay, why move on to somebody else? Okay, you're telling me, Group C, that it feels like your person here, things were difficult. It became a strain. Um, Something about this situation became a strain. It just feels like there was a closed offness to, either you felt they were closed off, or you felt like, I need to put a stop to this for some reason. Something's not balanced here with this person. So this is like interesting. There's a perception here. Your person is like, I think I like this person a lot, and I feel like we are kind of meant to be. And then there's this perception of like, this is too difficult. Why is it too difficult? It's like, okay, Group A, Group C. You know what? I'm glad I said Group A, because actually your reading relates a lot to Group A. If this relates to you, you should go watch it. Um, it feels like your person here is, how do I say? You felt, Group C, that this was stuck. It was maybe not going anywhere, and you wanted to change things. You wanted to, oh my gosh, I've lost my voice. You wanted to change this in a direction where you felt there was greater justice, greater fairness, greater balance for you. So it's almost like you were perceiving something that you felt was unfair. And with the Wheel of Fortune and Justice, it's like a karmic turn. So it's almost like whatever was happening here, it was supposed to happen in this situation. And with this bridge card now, it feels like now we're talking about wanting to connect. What do you want now, Group C? Do you want to connect to this person? Okay, you're wanting to feel like more happy. You're wanting to feel like a new beginning here with do you want it with this person? Yes. So Group C, it feels like you want this person back in your life somehow. Why? What happened with this Empress? Why do you want this? Okay, it feels like there was some realization that you had about this situation, that you felt like it was preemptive, or it was a quick impulsive decision on your part. Like you were seeking something that was more like focusing on stability, worried about ooh, okay, I've got it. So Group C, you really had to dig with you. You kind of felt, it feels like, that this person maybe wanted partnership. Like it was going towards that point, and it's like you were not ready for that. And that's the point at which you said, okay, I'm going to step back. I'm going to move forward and maybe explore building myself up or another person here. So it's like you were exploring another situation, but not with this person, because it's almost like you felt like, you know what, I feel like maybe you felt it too, that this is somebody that is like marriage or commitment minded, and you saw how they were like perceiving you, and you weren't ready for that. Okay, all right, now we're gonna get advice. Yeah, that happens, if you're not ready, you're not ready. Group C, advice is a 6 of Cups. So this is like going back to the simpler times with this situation, it's like, do you like this person? Do they make you feel safe? Do they feel like a soulmate to you? And if so, then it's like we have to give to it, we have to reciprocate. Or if you're choosing not to pursue it, then you just choose not to pursue it and you communicate that and you move forward, okay? But it does feel like this is somebody that um, you feel safe with and you could feel safe with, and you are being encouraged to give to this. And there's a lot about reciprocation. So, your person, understanding that your person may have gone through a lot in terms of like the shock of this relationship or connection not progressing. It's like people who are in talking stages and then somebody just says, nope, that's not for me. It's like, now, if you do want to explore this, group C, that you would need to go back and really try to recreate this energy and acknowledge that this person is that important to you. And also, it's the giving, the reciprocal energy. So, yeah, okay, I see why you have this bridge card. The bridge is about how do I connect to somebody? And that is what we have here. Yeah, so for you, group C, it's yours is interesting because it's about like, okay, there's something that happened here. I realized that I actually want this person in my life because they're actually important, and now we have to like figure out how to do that. All right, this was a reasons reading, so it's gonna have truths. Actually, every reading on self discovery support has truth because I can only read what's in the cards, and we all have things that we do. All of us, right? And so, if this is who you want, this is the cards are here to help you figure out how to um, move to the better place, right? So let's get the zodiac signs here for you. Two cards, Cancer. This could be you or your person, right? Scorpio as well. Pisces, Aries, Libra, and one more. Taurus. Okay, these can be the signs that are in sun, moon, rising for you or your person, and I can also add Venus signs. All right, so this was your reading, guys. If you like this, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And I'd love to have you here again. I'll put the time codes up shortly so that you can rewatch. All right. This has been a self discovery support reading. Take care.